This morning we have the privilege of hearing from another RHP global leader. This one is RHP representative in Germany, Marcel Fink. And back in 2005, he founded an organization called SAM. The acronym is SAM. The English translation would be Sinsheim Work Community for Migrants. And 4 years later, he opened a cafe. So his strategy was offer free Wi-Fi and give refugees and immigrants an opportunity to volunteer in this cafe. And his plan was to attract asylum seekers and connect them with the German community in town. And it worked. So he says they have over 100 volunteers. It's a completely cross-cultural team, so it encourages understanding, acceptance, and a lot of friendship building. He says the cafe further enhances integration between the German-born and migrant communities through art and music exhibitions, which are held regularly to exhibit art on specific themes or cultural sites. So several times a week, the SAM members will go out into the community and visit the families of the people who come to the cafe. And they will hold sports events for the kids, and even school tutoring, computer classes, and then they've had some folks go out into the community and offer trauma counseling. So in 2016, just last year, this cafe expanded. It's now 3 times its original size. So God's really blessing it. So let's hear from Marcel Fink.
The situation in Europe is, first off, let me tell you, it's totally different to what maybe you know in North America, because Europe is so close to the crisis, which are in the south and the southwest of Europe, as you see Syria and all the North African states. So within the last 2 years, over 1 million or more people just moved or walked into the European Union, and in 2015 more than 800,000 people just walked over the borders and finally reached Germany. And so we did have the greatest amount of refugees in Germany that time, and after a while the countries on this route, which is called the Balkan route, closed their borders, and therefore the people could not get any longer to the north part by feet, so they stopped in Greece and in Turkey. So as we know, there are, for instance, 3 million refugees living in Turkey at the moment. Most of them are Syrians, and there are still many in Greece and many in Italy and all over Europe. And the European Union is not working well by spreading away all the refugees, so the highest amount reached Germany, and we have to handle that. So it's totally different if people move into your country on their own, then you pick someone out of a camp and allow them to come, and you will get different people. So this is the situation we're facing in Europe, and some people are scared about the situation because there's no control. Sometimes there was no more control over the borders. Just thousands of people rushed in, and you could not even recognize their names or papers or whatever. They just moved into your country. But we have to face the situation that these people coming out of a war zone, and most of these people are traumatized, and they just walked for days to get up to North Europe because they know that there is a good reason to come here. On this way, on this Balkan route, there was an amazing story going on, and still in the receiving countries. So there are countries in Europe where people entering European Union, but most of these entering countries are not their destinations. They want to go more north, more to the well-economic countries. So no one wants to stay in poor Greece, or almost no one wants to stay in Italy or Spain or Portugal. They want to go up to the north to get better life circumstances, and I can understand why, because we already faced all these countries in the south and they have major problems on their own, and so they are not longing to help refugees or give them a situation that is better than their own. So that's the reason why most of the refugees are willing to go as far as is possible. Some of them like to go, maybe entering Europe in Greece, and want to go to Sweden or to Norway or to Denmark or Germany, and they're walking or driving all the way. Many people want to earn money with this people, and many of these people on this journey are misused, and we guess that over thousands of children are lost on this tribe. No one knows where they are, so there are horrible things going on. I'm working not only around Europe to prepare Christians to share the love of God and to show the heart of Jesus to these people, but I'm also working with refugees locally. So 13 years ago I founded my organization, which is called SAM, which is a migrant organization here in my hometown, Sinsheim. And we are working now over 13 years with over 100 voluntaries every week to help refugees to learn German, to take care about all the official staff, to go to doctors, to give them German lessons. First, and to have to meet them every week in the camp. We do have in my hometown at least 5 camps, over 1,500 refugees, and we are a small city, around 40,000 people. And what I started 9 years ago, I started a little refugee center, which is a coffee shop in the center of the city, and that's like a living room for the society, Christians, and for the refugees, because they have to live in Germany in camps. They have shelter, they get food, they get even medical care, but there's no one taking care about their souls, there's no one taking care about their emotions, there's no one who gives them community, to give them love. And that's, I think, what we as Christians could do the best. And you have to remember that most of these refugees are believers, and when they come to our Western countries and they find out that most of these European people here do not believe in anything, so they're really scared, and they want to have people and want to meet people that are also believers. Even if you believe in something different, you can talk to them on an eye level, and they find out that you are a partner for them. And that's the reason why many Muslim refugees come to our center and join our community and find out that there is love, that there is care, and they want to know why we do all this stuff, and they ask for. And our main vision is that foreigner becomes friend. After the last years, hundreds of people get baptized in different churches in our city, and more people get to know about what Christianity is about, and they're really interested about this, because they always, we need to have a faith. And we also receive people that told us we want to know something about Christianity, because what I experienced about my faith in maybe Iran or Iraq was so horrible. I don't want to belong to this group anymore. Or I met a Syrian guy who lost his whole family that got killed by the ISIS. So he went to our Jesus evening and he asked me how could I do to become a Christian, because these Muslim people from the Islamic State killed my whole family and I don't want to belong to this group anymore. I think we as Christians, we should not be afraid of people coming into our countries, because everything we have is a gift from God and we are really blessed to be a blessing. And I think that God will change Europe through these refugees, because God is touching these people really hard. And some of them convert and some of them are a great witness to Europeans to see that these people have a strong faith in our